Ministry of Justice. Your call will be recorded for training purposes. For inquiries about fines, press 1. For civil enforcement matters, press 2. For inquiries about victim reparation, press 3. Press 0 to repeat these options.
Thank you for calling the Ministry of Justice. You're speaking with Baka. How can I help you today?
Hi, yeah, I got a letter in the post saying that you're trying to locate a person who has unpaid fines for reparation.
On this letter, sorry, can you please confirm the PPN reference number, please?
Personal profile number is...
Thank you. And just as a confirmation, sir, can you please confirm your full name, which is also including your middle name and your date of birth, please?
Oh, my given names are Martin Donald Eric. My family name's Keane. Date of birth, I was there, but honestly can't remember. Mum tells me too, but although she's a confirmed liar, she told me Santa existed, so you never know.
Okay. While the profile is loading, sir, this is just going to be silent for a bit. This is not me placing in hold. This will be just known, please.
All good.
Thank you. And just a few more questions as part of the ID check, sir. Are you known by any other legal names?
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you, sir. And what is your current address?
I live at...
Thank you. And also to confirm, sir, the current phone you're calling from right now, is this the best form of contact?
Sure.
Thank you. And lastly, to confirm, you personally speaking, are you currently working, studying, or on the benefit?
But I have a question in regards to the letter. It says, we are sending you this letter because the Ministry of Social Development has advised us of new information for you. What new information is that?
So to answer your question, so for example, when fines go into defaults, when people don't pay their fines or the fines are enforceable, meaning they have passed their due date, what happens is we trigger the data matching, so which we ask the RAD and the MSC to send letters on our behalf. So this is sent on our behalf because they have the new information. For example, this could be like a phone number, an address, or a possible phone number.
Okay, so what is the unpaid fine and reparation they're talking about?
Okay, so in terms of this, according to your fines profile, you have one fine under your name, and this is for speeding in which the police pulled you over for on the 15th of April of last year, and this is in reference to a Mitsubishi. The retro is FAN 394, and the police sent off the notice road.
Okay, so it's the court proceedings that we had on the 27th of January. Okay, and I was notified of it was a reserved decision on the 27th of January in courtroom 1 by a couple of JPs, T. Holden and J. Johnson. And I got the reserved decision emailed to me on the 10th of February, which I've got, as far as I'm aware, 20 working days to file an appeal for. So what's the fine all about?
Okay, since the fine has already been lodged with the Ministry of Justice, so in terms of appealing the fine, you would need to file a disputes form with the Ministry of Justice because the fine is currently with us. And sorry?
I'm going to be filing a notice of appeal by the end of the week because that's the end of the 20 working days that I have to file a notice of appeal without requesting leave to do so.
No, what I'm saying is because the police have transferred the fine to the Ministry of Justice officially on the 27th of the 1st of this year, so the fine is currently with us. So in terms of appealing the fine or trying to dispute the fine, this would at least be will.
I'm not disputing the fine or appealing the fine. I'm appealing the judicial decision that they made on the 27th of January, which I have a right to do. So I have 20 working days to file that appeal without filing a notice of or application for leave, because if I go over that time, I have to file an application for leave first to file a notice of appeal. But as it is, I have 20 working days as the defendant to file a notice of appeal against that judicial decision. So why they passed it to the Ministry of Justice as a fine, I have no idea, because I'm still within that time frame to file an appeal.
So just to confirm, so are we talking about the same fine that you're going to appeal, sorry?
Yes, we're talking about the judicial decision that was made in regards to myself allegedly speeding in a 60k area on the 15th of April last year on Easter weekend. The same court proceedings that I had on the 27th of January, which is the day you're saying that the police handed it over to you guys. So I'm kind of confused as to why the police handed it over to you guys on the 27th of January when the justices of the peace that were presiding over the case made what I mean by a reserved decision. So they reserved to make a decision, and I was only informed of that decision on the 10th of February when I got it sent to me from the Registrar of Waikatori Court. So why on earth would they send the fine over to you on the 27th of January when the judges, or Justice of the Peace, hadn't even made their decision?
So for that, I cannot confirm because
seems a bit like letting the horse out after the gate's already gone. Makes no sense to me.
Yep. So in terms of going forward with this, sir, what I would recommend you to do is file our disputes form. So when you file the form itself, it is not trying to dispute the fine itself. It is only disputing the fine having reaching the Ministry of Justice, as you believe that this is not correct or wrong from your perspective. There's 9 different grounds.
It's just giving me more ammo for the appeal, quite frankly. I mean, for the police to send it over to you on the day of the hearing, when the justices set it aside for a reserved decision, and then the police send it straight over to you guys on the same day. It doesn't sound like they really cared what the Justices of the Peace made their decision about.
So for that, I do apologise.
Perhaps the prosecutor, Mr. McKenzie, didn't exactly know what he was doing. I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, if you're saying filing a dispute, filling out a dispute form is disputing the fact that it's now in the hands of the Ministry of Justice as opposed to disputing the fine, then so be it. Where do I get the form?
Okay, so there's 3 ways that you can get the form. One is I emailed you. Number 2 is you go physically in person to your local district court, or number 3 is the same thing what I do, but I can post it to your physical address if you wish. Just to confirm though, there is 9 different grounds, so you choose the ground that best suits your argument. So say for example, you say ground number 2.
Natural justice would be my ground, but carry on.
Okay, so say for example, you choose ground number 2, which is I did not get my notice for the reminder. You are also required to attach evidence. So evidence would be, in this case, like an official bank statement or a power bill during the time.
Yeah, I got a reminder for the fine back in May last year after I'd already requested a hearing. But that reminder's got nothing to do with it, considering it was then put before the court. So if it's put before the court, again, the police have sort of jumped the gate there by handing it to you guys on the 27th of January before the decision was given.
I see. But just to confirm, so any evidence that you send needs to be dated around the time period when the fine was issued, and you can send as much evidence that you believe from your perspective. What's going to happen?
The entire case, I can send you a recording of the entire hearing if you like. I can even send you the judicial decision that was given to me on the 10th of February. So, sure, no problem. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be filing a notice of appeal by the end of the week within the time frame.
Okay.
And I'm happy to do it. So if I give you my email address, can you email that form to me?
Yeah, so just before that, sorry, I'll just tell you the rest of the process. So when you fill in the form and you sign it with your evidence, so you send back to the email that is on the physical, the notice I send you. So our team, they will forward these details and your evidence to the police. The police will do one of 2 things. They will either accept it or decline it. If they accept it, the fine will leave the Ministry of Justice and go back to the police, and then this is basically between you and them. The fine gets cancelled on our system, but not on theirs. However, if the police do decline it, then the fine will stay in the system with us, that is, not the police, and you are liable to pay for it.
Well,
and just as a reminder, though, yes, sir.
I'm just wondering what the fine amount is.
The fine amount as of right now is $200.
Okay, so before the decision was made, some 13 days prior, they send it to you guys, and they already guess what the court costs are going to be before the decision's made. It's very interesting. Sorry, I'll find
the court cost.
carry on.
Yep. So the court cost is 30, and the fine itself is 170. Yep. And just as a reminder, just because the fine is in our system, and if for any reason you choose not to file the form for the dispute for any reason whatsoever, and the fine stays in our system, what's going to happen is you could be liable for the enforcement action or any added fees. If you have any issues filing the form, or if you have any issues whatsoever, please do call us back so we can help you.
I'm curious what enforcement action could be used, considering it's already gone through the court process.
So enforcement action could be in the context of like a court order. So for example, you have said that you're on the benefit, so someone could, for example, do an attachment order on your benefit at the amount that...
I've had attachment orders before, and I've actually had the Ministry of Social Development send me a form asking me to authorise allowing you guys to take money. So I'm familiar with that, and if it comes to that, it'll be $5 a week, and I won't even care. But yeah, I'm just, like I say, I'm just going through the all legal avenues I have first, which will be filing the notice of appeal, and I'll fill out your dispute form, disputing the fact that it's in your hands.
Okay. And so you spoke of the email as well. What is your email address?
It's CKA, as in Charlie Kilo Alpha, Mark, M-A-R-K, then OTHO, as in Oscar Tango Hotel Oscar, then the last name Keen, K-E-E-N, at gmail.com. YouTube channel's the same name, which the phone call will be uploaded to very shortly.
Okay, and just to confirm, just so the email, there's nothing wrong with this. I have here is CKAMARKOTHOKEEN at gmail.com. Is that correct?
That's the one. Thank you so much.
Alright, so I will send you that form very shortly in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Apart from this inquiry, though, do you have any other questions or any other concerns?
No, just what your name was. Sorry, I didn't catch it at the start.
The name is Bakar, B-A-K-A-R.
Thank you so much, my friend. You have an awesome day, and thank you for still being open at this time for me to get through. I appreciate it.
Alright, so thank you for your call, and take care.
Cheers, you too.